fucking popular backpack, dirty white boy crowd. That's you. What the fuck is your calling card? Wrestling, same
What's
thing.
Up?
ESPN, same. Who you can't attempt
Joe Budden is over here going off, saying exactly what I've been saying.
I'm talking morals and ethics. That was probably past 10 minutes, so I'm gonna chill. I'm not that invested in Pete. I don't really address you because we don't serve the same demographic. You talk to children. I'm not talking to children. And typically, like you normally do, when you miss a point, you just grab on to some other point that nobody said and argue. You're arguing something nobody said. No one is blaming you for death.
Nobody said that once.
Nope.
Who said that? I didn't say that.
I didn't say it either.
No, we didn't even allude to it.
But I do believe that you're responsible for your energy.
You are responsible for the
I've
energy.
seen you. I don't think that you are built to deal with the energy that you are soliciting.
That is correct.
Was the point. And contrary to popular belief, let me tell niggas something about the streets real quick, and then I'm gonna stop preaching. Contrary to popular belief, sometimes, baby, the streets warn you. Sometimes they warn you. Sometimes they come and tell you they don't really want it to happen. And then they watch how you move. And then it's, all right. So I tell you shit out of love, It's nothing to be debated. There's nothing to argue. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care. But be careful. That is it. I just want everybody to be careful. Pete, I want you to have a little bit more couth and respect for the people that allow you to be here. Yes, allow you. I don't give a fuck what Ebro tells you when he's giving you a massage in the morning to feel better, to pump your chest out. God damn it.
Oh, yeah. Now, wasn't that everything Karceno just said? What's up, people? I see they're now sending out notifications once again on time, all the time. Now, I told people that from day one. I told people there is no debate. Nobody blamed Akademiks for the kid dying. I said the word atmosphere. You helped create the atmosphere in which this happened. And Joe Budden just said energy, which is the same thing. Same thing, ladies and gentlemen. So if I was hating when I was saying it, right, Academic fans? All you little 16, 17-year-old gamers, I was hating when I was saying it, right? Joe just said it now. So is he hating? People love to undermine you because they look at how many subscribers you have. They look at how big is the platform. Oh, if it's not that big, then he doesn't know what he's talking about. Academics, I am bigger than you. Because people do not take you seriously. Do you understand that? They don't treat you as an adult feature. You have little, younger, up-and-coming rappers that want to hook on to you because you have a lot of internet connections. But none of them respect you. None. You're not respected on any form whatsoever. And that's something no matter how many viewers you have, no matter how many hits you have, could never get you. Hell, if we want to do that, I got a video that got 16 million views. Do you have one? So if you want to talk that way, so when you try to talk like I'm underneath you, sir, you have not seen, done, or lived past anything I've already done. I've done your life twice. This is the second go round. I've already done what you're doing. Now that Joe Budden came in and addressed the situation
Allude to it.
the way that we did, nobody ever said he did it.
And typically, like you normally do, when you miss a point, you just grab on to some other point that nobody said and argue. You're arguing something nobody said. No one is blaming you for death.
Nobody said
Nobody.
that once.
Who said that? I didn't say that.
I didn't say it either.
We didn't even allude to it.
Didn't even allude to it.
I do believe that you're responsible for your energy.
You're responsible for that.
And I've seen you. I don't think that you are built to deal with the energy that you are soliciting. That was the point. And contrary to popular belief, let me tell niggas something about the streets real quick. And then
happy birthday, LaToya Andrews. Everybody tell LaToya Andrews happy birthday. Now, I'm not using his name. Did I say Joe Budden? I said Joe Budden, did I? And do we hear Joe Budden's voice? Do we hear Joe Budden addressing DJ Akademiks and his lies? You see, what he's trying to inform you is that DJ Akademiks lies to you. He lies. And what he does is telling you half truths. He'll try to make an entire point that no one else actually said and try to make it as fact. Now he's trying to say people are blaming him for the death. No, we didn't. You helped create the atmosphere around that kid getting hurt. And in your own arrogance, you even turned around and dissed his fans on your latest video. DJ Akademiks dissed ex-fans. Told them they are not hip-hop. They're just X-stands. Why? Because they're giving him hell over the fact that he was trying to send X to jail making that video because X wasn't talking to him no more. So then they start calling him out and he couldn't spin them. So now he's just trying to say, well, I talk to my demographic. You guys are not hip-hop. I only talk. What hip-hop are you? What hip-hop do you talk about? 6ix9ine? So X fans ain't hip-hop. What is 6ix9ine fans do? Please tell me that. They hip-hop, but X isn't? Okay, I wonder what X would have thought about that. Since you loved him so much, right? You're such his friend. He's your friend. I wonder what he would have thought about you calling his fans, like calling him cult-ish. You guys are cult-ish. That's what he said. See, people don't really listen to Akademiks at all as far as how far he goes off the rails with his arrogance. His arrogance takes him way off course. And when your arrogance guides you and your arrogance takes you down this road, it's hard to come back from that. When he's on the screen, his ego comes out and he just starts talking. He actually dissed 6ix9ine, saying that he's responsible for 6ix9ine's career. And like I keep trying to tell people, I've been where he's done all that stuff he's doing. I've done that. hip hop. I've done stuff he hasn't done. What record executives party has he been to? Has he hung out with Suge Knight, Cat Williams, the NBA ballers? Has he been in their homes, mansions? I've been inside Floyd Mayweather's mansion. Has he ever been there? Has he ever been in any of these situations? I've done his life already, and I'm back around again. I'm about to pass you twice. And I'm not even trying. I'm happy doing me. If I wanted to be where Akademiks is right now, I would have been there already. And would have been past it. It was given to me on a platform. The same people you're assigned to, broadband, came to me. I showed everybody. So I ain't lying. The only reason you have those views is because of broadband, DJ Akademiks. Let's be honest. They're the only reason you have your views. You said out of your own mouth, DJ Akademiks, and come on here and prove to me if I'm a liar. Please. Please, come tell me if I'm a liar. And I want you guys who are academic fans, please go tell DJ Akademiks to answer these questions. Ask these questions to him. You can go back and play this video, and if you don't remember the questions, go back and ask him and see what he says. Say, did you say X fans are not hip-hop and that they are cultish? Ask him that. Then ask him, did he not say 69 will just be known as a pedophile if it wasn't for him? Ask him that. Ask him those two questions and see what he tells you. The same guy he's promoting, he disses in the same sentence. Knowing that DJ Akademiks would not have done anything with 6ix9ine if it wasn't for Gummo. When Gummo came out, Ak wasn't even around 6ix9ine. So he already made himself hot with Gummo. You jumped on the bandwagon. Once again.
That invested in Pete. You are soliciting. That was the point. And contrary to popular belief,
he's an opportunist, but he plays a dangerous game. And here's the situation. I talked to Dom is live about 2 days ago. We talked for about an hour. We talked about all this before Act's video came out and everything. And Act don't try to act like he didn't know what was going on. I don't know what's going on. I heard him and 6ix9ine are having issues. Let me try to call him and see what's going on. Nah. Listen. We went through the whole situation with 6ix9ine. He told me the whole situation. I basically told him about this situation, about actually linking yourself to these artists. This is the problem. This is why I don't really link myself to artists. Like, I'm cool with artists, but I don't link myself to them. Well, that's the problem that we have here, is that so many people are, blinded by the facts. They're blinded by facts. They can't even see it. The facts are right in their face. They don't want to see it. They want to keep believing lies. He manipulates the 16 to 18 bracket, that whole young age bracket. That's him. And the same things you said about me being a hater. So you must mean Joe Budden is hating on DJ Akademiks now too, right? Right? So which one is it? Me and Joe said the same things. Me and Joe Budden didn't have a conversation. Me and Dom had a conversation after the fact, and we both agreed.
You talk to children.
That's what you talk
I'm not talking to children.
Joe ain't talking to
And
kids.
typically, like you normally do, when you miss a point, you just grab on to some other point that nobody said and argue. You're arguing something nobody said. No one is blaming you for death.
Nobody said that once.
Who said that? I didn't say that.
We didn't even allude to it.
But I do believe that you're responsible for your energy. And I've seen you. I don't think that you are built to deal with the energy that you are soliciting. That was the point. And contrary to popular belief, let me tell niggas something about the streets real quick, and then I'm going to stop preaching. Contrary to popular belief, sometimes, baby, the streets warn you. Sometimes they warn you. Sometimes they come and tell you they don't really want it to happen. And then they watch how you move. And then it's, right. So I tell you shit out of love, Act. It's nothing to be debated. There's nothing to argue. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care. But be careful. That is it. I just want everybody to be careful. Pete, I want you to have a little bit more cool and respect for the people that allow you to be here. Yes, allow you. I don't give a fuck what Ebro tells you when he's giving you a massage in the morning to feel better, to pump your chest out. God damn it.
Shots fired.
That was well said. Yeah. I would have said it.
Now, did Joe just say the same things about Ak I did? This must be DJ Akademiks. Femi Dan is DJ Akademiks, ladies and gentlemen. He put another fake account in here to come in here and start talking. Welcome, Ak. Welcome to the page. Now, what you say? We all praise Nipsey for slapping a Negro, but insult Joe. I don't get it. No, I didn't praise Nipsey for slapping the dude. I commented on the fact that he slapped the dude. You guys, you finally made a video about Nipsey, who you claim y'all squashed everything and y'all all good, but yet you never talk about Nipsey, though. You don't cover nothing about Nipsey. You cover the fact that Nipsey actually did things in the community to help bring neighborhoods and stuff together that never really meshed with each other at all. Did you ever mention anything about that? Did you ever mention anything about his album? Did you ever go on your Instagram and say anything about his album? Did you even do a review really on the album? I don't know if you probably did. You probably didn't. But you didn't say nothing about Nipsey except for the fact he didn't do your show. He walked out on your show. And I haven't seen you do anything else on him since. So you, only time you came back with Nipsey is when this whole slapping thing came by, and you took the whole tagline victory slap and all that stuff. You took the same tagline that everybody else been using on Twitter and everywhere else because you have no creativity of your own. So I am not surprised one bit about what you did. But this goes along to show the rest of you exactly what we've all been talking about. And in case you need proof, X fans, of him disrespecting X, I will have the footage of DJ Akademiks disrespecting X fans on my other page, One Crack News. Y'all guys know about it already. It will be up there later on today. In case you thought I was lying. I know Femi Dan is DJ Akademiks. I already know. DJ Akademiks come on this page with fake accounts, y'all, because he's afraid to put his name on there and get schooled on someone else's platform. Oh, we're not giving him shine. We're giving him the medicine he needs. We got to pour it down his throat. Because just like Joe had to do, Joe was like, I really don't address you because you talk to children. That's why. But this is a guy, DJ Akademiks, who wouldn't have this job at Complex if it wasn't for Joe. You see, you wouldn't have been on that show if it wasn't for Joe Budden. Joe is the reason you were on that show. You have zero platform, okay? If it wasn't for Joe, you would nowhere be near cable or internet television. Nobody would have anything to do with you. But Joe knew what you were. You were a YouTube guy who had no clout, never been around no artists, producers, nothing. Nobody. You were nothing without Joe. Only thing you knew was some local rappers who was like, please, please, please listen to my demo. So now, in 1 year of being on the show, now you think you big shot. Now it's all you. Well, see, they hit me up today. They only hit you up because of Complex. Noah Callahan is the reason they hit you up. Stop playing. You wouldn't have any of these connections if you weren't on that show. If Joe didn't say, I want him. You thought sucking up to Charlemagne was going to get you something. He got you an audition. And you flunked that. You flunked the Comcast audition. They didn't like you either. They didn't think you were strong enough. Joe said, no, this kid works. So even with all your million of subscribers, it couldn't get you to that other level without someone co-signing for you. Why is that? You got more followers than Joe, right? Wow, why did you have to get a co-sign? You should have walked in the door with your penis out. I'm Academics. Dun, 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 dun. That's how you should have walked in there. Right? Why didn't that work for you? Why did Joe have to co-sign you? No. Academics got on Complex. You've been lied to. He got on Complex because Joe Budden said, I want to use him. They had another guy to be the host. They didn't pick DJ Akademiks. Complex chose someone else. Joe Budden said, no, I have a better rapport with him. It was Joe's show. They went for Joe. They didn't go to Akademiks. So it wasn't about what he had. Because he had that walking through the door. I'm quite sure it was on his resume. I got this many subscribers. And they still was like, nah. So it ain't about all your hits. Nadeska, Complex, she works for Complex. Complex did not choose her to be the moderator for the show. They did not. You know what they did? They said, you know what? Let's get this girl. Joe said, no, I want Nadeska. So Nadeska's on that show because of Joe. Now, Joe, who had his only issues, they try to make it like Joe had a lot of issues on the show. No, Joe was speaking up for him and Act, who made the show work. Their chemistry together worked. So when Joe talked to Act, it was like an older guy talking to his punk little kid brother. And that thing worked perfectly. He would disrespect Act, and Act had to take it. Now that the show's in his hands, it's in the toilet because he don't want nobody to talk down to him, and he wants to be respected. And no, the show is trash. And once it went to the garbage and Star was on there, Star was just like, I'm just going through the motions, getting my check until it's time to get out of here. Bet it's over. Good. Give me my check. I'm out. I ain't got to deal with this no more. So yeah, it was trash because Star couldn't be Star. Star came out there roasting him. when what's his name died, and he was like, you called him a young savage. Now you're out here and you're trying to say, oh, he was a nice guy and everything. No, you called that guy a savage. Okay, when you were doing your war in Chirac. I did my homework. I did my homework. No, I did my homework. You were calling that man a savage on his show. On your show on YouTube, you call this young man a savage. Now you're in here playing a whole different role and acting like you're so somber. So you're not being real, you're being a hypocrite. Star used to give it to him. And he couldn't, ever since that first episode, Star was not allowed to be Star no more. They started editing the things. And we already know, and I've already talked to people behind the scenes, they believe DJ Akademiks is the one that leaked that video. That after that show, he went and leaked that video that was done when he was talking about Nadeska and all that stuff. And then Nadeska that he did on his radio show and leaked it out so that Nadeska could hear it right after that show, which ended up changing the whole complex of the show and the whole structure. And Akademiks is the one that everyone believed actually leaked that video and brought it back to the light. Yeah, I've talked to people behind the scenes. They believe it, 100%. I don't know who that guy is, but they need to get him off the show. He does. He brings no energy. He brings, you're right. He's just ridiculous. I don't know why they have him on the show. His name Wayno. It should be Why Why nobody got a host? Why no? Why nobody told him he sucked? That's a great thing you just said. Used to be Dave East's manager. Dave East probably said, okay, now that I have a real career, I need a real manager. So why nobody told me to get rid of you a long time ago? I don't have to watch his every move. All his moves get reported to me. Maybe DJ Akademiks went to the store. DJ Akademiks bought a house around the corner from Joe Budden. He's really trying to live next to Joe Budden. That's how crazy this game is. Dog, he might be a cool dude. I ain't saying he's not a cool dude. I'm just saying he don't work for television. You can be a great guy and everything, but you don't work for television. I'll give you a prime example of it. My boy T, remember when we was doing the Real Brothers? Now, when we were doing Real Brothers, you know how Real Brothers worked and why it was so popular? Because y'all got to hear TB and T talking sports off the dome. If it was a program show where we had to come out like a podcast and talk about sports, the show would have lost all that energy. The show wouldn't have been the same. I know him. And it wouldn't have worked that way. It would have never worked. Some people are not ready for the lights, camera, action. So when you say podcast and they get on there and start talking, the energy levels are completely different than somebody who's having a regular conversation. Yeah, he was funny because you know why? 90% of the time, he didn't know that we were going to go and make YouTube videos out of it. He thought he was just talking. I ended up making the YouTube videos out of it. So that's how you got to hear the Real Brothers. And then it's like, wow, he could never do that again. Like he could never sit there and we go and like, we're going to do a podcast. I could sit down and do like I'm doing right now. He can't do that. If he sat down right now, it'd be so cut and dry. You'd be like, wow. We got on an NBA radio show. My man Hailstorm Sports from Detroit had a radio show. Me and T was on there. Me and T was on there doing that radio show, talking about the NBA. And it got to my boy T so he could talk, and they were talking to him. T made some points. It wasn't like he was wrong. It just came off wrong. It was just really dry. There was no energy in it. The same energy me and him just talked about. We on the show and he's trying to, find the right word. It just was not, it didn't mesh well. And then even Hailstorm knew. Hailstorm was like, yeah, man. Yeah, it was good when you was on, but not everybody's made to sit in front of a camera and actually do this. Not everybody could do it. What's up, Mr. Johnson? I see you. What's there to debate, BR? Who's picking on the new school? What's the new school? He's more successful than me? Probably. I mean, he's probably earned a lot of more money, but that's success is how you view your life. I have more mobility than him. I can go anywhere I want. Can he? No, his paranoia won't allow him to move around like that. You've seen me move around everywhere. You've seen me at Star Wars Celebration. You saw me at Orlando Park. You saw me in the clubs. You've seen me everywhere. I'm on the set of NBC. I'm everywhere. Nobody knows me, but yet Mace asked to speak to me directly. Nipsey hit me up and said, "Hey, I want to talk to you. I want to work with you. I want to do some things. Let's talk about working on some things." So I guess nobody knows me. I have countless managers and other people behind the scenes who worked with everybody. The general public don't. Some of them don't, and a lot of them don't, and I'm glad they don't. I don't want fame. Don't give me fame. Give me the money. I'm like, easy. I don't give a fuck about fame. I'd rather deal with the numbers than the fucking name. Give me paid then rap. Nah, I don't. My hair just grows and curls. So when I brush it out, then you wouldn't be saying all this stuff. Chris Gaming Show. What's up? Chris always come in here and show love. I took a day off from the gym. I might go tonight. But tonight is the boxing radio. I don't even know if we got the boxing radio show tonight. I don't know what's going on. But what I have noticed. Oh, what's going on with Joe and Academics?
Believe that you're responsible. I don't give a fuck about rap. I'm talking morals and ethics. That was probably past 10 minutes, so I'm gonna chill. I'm not that invested in Pete. I don't really address you because we don't serve the same demographic. You talk to children. I'm not talking to children. And typically, like you normally do, when you miss a point, you just grab on to some other point that nobody said and argue. You're arguing something nobody said. No one is blaming you for death.
Nobody said that once.
Who said that? I didn't say that.
We didn't even allude to it.
But I do believe that you're responsible for your energy. And I've seen you. I don't think that you are built to deal with the energy that you are soliciting. That was the point. And contrary to popular belief, let me tell niggas something about the streets real quick, and then I'm going to stop preaching. Contrary to popular belief, sometimes, baby, the streets warn you. Sometimes they warn you. Sometimes they come and tell you they don't really want it to happen. And then they watch how you move. And then it's, right. So I tell you shit out of love, it's nothing to be debated. There's nothing to argue. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care. But be careful. That is it. I just want everybody to be careful. Pete, I want you to have a little bit more couth and respect for the people that allow you to be here. Yes, allow you. I don't give a fuck what Ebro tells you when he's giving you a massage in the morning to feel better, to pump your chest out. God damn it.
Well, there we go. Now, Joe is 100, right? But I'm hating, and I said the exact same thing. When this first thing came out and X was gone, I told everybody, what about him? See, here's the thing, Wisecrack. He can leak my recorded phone calls. Dom is Live can leak anything I said to Dom is Live on the phone. If he wants to make a video with it, I'm more than accepting of that. I don't care. Because everything that I've said on the phone, I have said here. Now, everything he said on the phone, he might not want to use, but that's up to him. He has my blessing to use it. But I'm not worried about Dom is Live betraying me because it's nothing to betray. It's two men having a conversation and me giving him advice on what I thought about him going over the line in certain situations as far as promoting and using choice of words during that whole X situation and the whole murder investigation. I told him, look, somebody's dead. This is murder. You don't do that. You don't do it in the way that he was doing it. So I'm all good there. Yep, of course I was right. Thanks, Mr. Doug Nice. But see, Joe is 100 when he said it. But when I said I'm hating on Act, that's the only point I was really bringing up here. If Joe said it and y'all say he's 100, how am I wrong? All right, that's how we know LeBron ain't going to the Clippers. Because he don't want to see no Clippers. He want to go to the Lakers. Now I just gotta get back in shape. I think I done messed my wrist up. Whip it. Whip. Damn. What is going on? I might not be able to ball no more. You tell AK to come to me. I sent him 3 words. I told told you. I sent a DM to Akademiks on Instagram, and I sent him 3 words. I told you. And he mentioned it in his live. Everybody want to say they told me something. Yeah, because we told you so. And now Dom is live is going to surpass him. He's afraid. Because Dom, if we got Dom is live, why do we need Akademiks? We don't. We don't need them. So now he's going to play on out. He's going to play on out forever. And he's going to be like this. It's going to go like this. Dom is going to go up. Ak is going to go down. And then in the end, when he's... See, people only get the hum. Why everybody wants to destroy me? I've done nothing but nice for people. And they learned from me. He was inspired by me. What's happening? It's going to be like, well, now you down there and he's up there. What happened? Because about 3 months ago, a lot of you didn't even know who Dom is Live was. Now that's all y'all talking about is Dom is live. Dom is live. Dom is live. Don't worry, I will play to you on my other channel, DJ Akademiks, the actual video where he said X fans are not hip hop. He dissed his fans after saying that you love this man. This was your friend. Do you think your friend that you said you loved, who isn't here anymore, will be happy with you dissing his fan, calling him codish? Y'all not like my basic fans. Y'all just codish. So if X fans wasn't your fans, they should all get up and unsubscribe from you right now. Why were you promoting X then if that wasn't your demographic? Oh, that ain't even my demographic. Then what you doing promoting them? So if X fans are cult fans and not hip hop, then what is 6ix9ine fans? I know he said it. And I'm going to show you the video of him saying it. For all y'all Act fans who think I'm lying, that'll be on the other page. So make sure your notifications is on the other page because it's definitely going down over there. Oh, I'm showing it over there. You're going to see it over there. I would, but my phone's on the charger. Phone's upstairs. Sorry about that. So on that note, we're out. Rest in peace to Joe Jackson. And I'm done.